guys, welcome back. And I can telepathically sense all the adrenaline rush you guys are having because NEET is pretty close. It's on Sunday, right? Yes, it is on Sunday. And I made this video just to talk to you guys and let you know what I did on my last day and what suggestions I can give you on what you can do on your last day before NEET. So let's get right into the video. Again, this is a very impromptu video, so apologies if I fumble anywhere. Moving on, let's talk about NEET. It's on Sunday. So it was on Sunday for me too. So what I did was on Friday night, I made a plan. And the plan is what I'm going to discuss with you today. So on Friday night, essentially, you're supposed to have a plan too as to what you're going to do on Saturday. And Sunday, chodo. I honestly suggest don't read anything on Sunday because it's going to remind you that you don't know a lot of shit and then you'll start feeling bad and you won't be able to give your best performance. So Sunday, don't read anything before the exam. Please. Moving on. Saturday, what I did was, assuming I have 13 to 14 hours in the day, and that is with good sleep. I slept very early before NEET. I slept by, very early for me was 11:30, 12. I slept and then I got good sleep before the exam. So assuming you have 13-14 hours from subah se raat tak on Saturday, and you use 7 hours from that for studying. Okay, don't use more than that because I don't want you to burn yourself out on the last day and lose all your hope or something. That doesn't work that way, but just don't burn yourself out on the last day. So you have 7 hours of concentrated study. The rest you can use to, do your other miscellaneous work, talk to your family and, get good vibes so that you have good vibes in the exam too. Majority of these 7 hours you're supposed to spend on your mistakes. I'm pretty sure you attempted hella papers and previous year papers or mock tests, etc. I want you to go back to those papers, see wherever you went wrong and understand why you went wrong. That's probably going to consume at least 4 hours of your day because that really helps because you won't make the same mistake again in the paper immediately the next day, right? So at least 4 hours of mistakes and correction and studying them, all right? And when you study the mistake, you also study the topic related to it. So that's a really good revision. After that, what I did was I took up a few YouTube videos and I had my own notes for all the formulas and everything for physics. So I went through all the formulas and I tried to relate where I can use this formula so that I am not stuck the next day, that is on the day of NEET. So formula revision completely in physics through YouTube videos, through notes, through, study material. Choose whatever you can. I think I did mention a few sources in one of my previous videos. One of the website I really liked back then was Clear IIT Medical. It had such concise notes and formulas for everything in physics. Do check that out. Next, for chemistry, I spent about an hour trying to go through all the name reactions. Again, chemistry also, I looked through the physical chemistry formulas. They're not much. Name reactions in organic chemistry. I didn't just go through them. I also, I revised the mechanism. That's it. That's as simple as that. You just have to revise the mechanism in your head. And I know if it gets too much, then you can stop doing it too. It doesn't really matter. But I did it only for the name reaction, the most important reactions. Followed by biology. See, I didn't, give much time to biology because there's no point. It's just, most of it is just mugging up, right? Obviously, you have to understand stuff, but what's asked in the MCQ paper is the stuff that you mugged up. So what I did was I just spent 1 hour on biology. This was complete gut feels. I just opened the book, I flipped through pages, landed on a random page and read it just because I felt that I was not really confident in this particular concept. And I did not give beyond an hour for this. If you feel you are really underconfident with biology, then okay, yeah, go ahead, spend an hour or two just revising bio, just opening the book, flipping the pages and seeing the topics that you might not know and reading through them. That's all you have to do. And I think that's more than enough. Okay, honestly, this preparation that you've had for the past 2 years or the past 3 years is all that's going to help. Whatever you do on the last day is just going to go into your short-term memory. So that's going to help in that way. So I don't want you to be completely worked up on your last day, and I don't want you to be completely worked up on the day of the exam because, okay, all right, 70% of the exam is your efforts and how much you've studied, but 30% of it is your state of the mind when you're writing the exam. If you're not completely concentrating on the exam, if you have preoccupied thoughts during the exam, you won't be able to write. If you lack sleep during the exam, you won't be able to write. If you're hungry during the exam, you won't be able to write. Also, guys, please pee before going to the exam hall, because one of this invigilator did not let me pee the last time, and it was bad. I kind of feel I lost like 30 marks because of that only. Anyways, moving on. You might tend to get really anxious right before the paper comes, but one thing that really helped me was deep breathing and meditation. You just don't have to think about anything else. You're just looking at the papers and the questions. You're not thinking about the results, because if you start thinking about the results, you'll start thinking about your future, and don't go down that lane. All right, just think about the paper, think about how you're gonna answer. That's all you have to do. You probably have like 2-3 hours before the exam when you're just sitting in the hall. All you have to do is mental revision of stuff. You don't think about what's gonna happen when the results come out, what's gonna happen if you don't do well, because that kind of messes with your head. Do not do that. Also, for people who are like, I'm not prepared at all, I probably have to take a drop after this, stop thinking about that. You never know. Maybe you're prepared and you're not confident enough. So if you go to the paper with the mindset that you might not be able to clear NEET this time, you won't be able to. You'll have to concentrate and give it like it's your last shot. Obviously, after the exam, after the results come out, you can think about drop year, or you can think about other backup plans, which I highly suggest. Please have backup plans, because NEET is so competitive that it's hard, especially in a place like India with this great of a population. It's hard, and it's pretty unfair to, basing your entire college admission just on a sheet of paper. But it's fine, it is what it is. So you'll also have to think about backup plans. Other than that, if you're strong enough to go for a gap year, then go for it and give your best there too. But don't think about them now. All I'm saying is 2 days before the exam, those are not the kind of thoughts that you would want to have in your head. Don't panic, only come. I hope your exam goes really well, and whoever's watching this video and doesn't have their exam day after tomorrow, I hope your future exams go really well. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I will be back with a new video mostly by next month. Thank you.